Excellent. We're on, but nobody else is. We're live. Live. So we're live, but nobody else is.
Give it a minute.
People will hopefully go onto YouTube and know they've been notified now that we've gone live.
I've got, yeah, here we are, I found it.
Yeah.
2 watching, so it's me and somebody else. We're back.
So we're back. We're just waiting for people there. Here we go. Excellent. Well done. Excellent. Thank you all very much for that.
Sorry, guys.
We really don't know what happened. Really don't know what happened there. So good. Everyone's coming back on. Good. I'm glad everyone is looking good. We've got all the cameras going. And there's lovely Louise as well. So you can hear Louise.
Can you hear me?
Hope you can hear Louise and you can hear me.
What happened, Janet? So we don't know. We're not sure, are we?
No, it just kept buffering and buffering and buffering.
Though we had excellent connection.
So don't know. So everyone, good. Thank you all for managing to find us again. I think you all had emails, didn't you, to say that, oh, we've gone live. So I think that was the case. So thank you all very much for coming back to us. Do appreciate your persistence with us. And we're going to be talking about, how are you, Louise, first of all?
Fine. I've just been mad today.
It's crazy, isn't it?
So busy.
I don't understand why it's so busy.
Well, I was busy. I had things I wanted to do, and then people kept coming in with things that I had to look at, which was good. But I just feel like I've just chased my tail all day. Yeah.
It takes you away from what you actually need to do.
And by the end of the day, if you've not achieved the things you wanted to do,
it rolls on to tomorrow.
Well, I just feel like I haven't really... but then if people need help, then that's what you've got to prioritise, isn't it?
I managed to get 1 job in that drawer. That's what I managed to do.
Oh, it's just been one of those days, isn't it?
It's one of those days. So everyone, masking tape. I love a bit of insulating tape. I do love a bit of insulating tape. Good. I'm pleased to say I managed to sort out my cameras. The overhead camera works now without that red lead that no one can see apart from you and me.
Overhead camera and connectivity. Gosh, you're really spoiling us all, Andrew.
Good. I hope you all enjoyed yesterday's semi-final of All That Glitters, episode 5. It was exciting, wasn't it?
It was.
It was. It's, at the beginning we sort of decided between ourselves who's going to go out first, who's going to be the end, and the person who we thought would go out first hasn't gone out, or hadn't gone out. So it's all very strange, isn't it? What you see, because we went through all their social media images to see the star of the jury and what they were doing and how they would fare with all the tests and projects. And it was completely turned on its head, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to talk about episode 5. Do you want to say anything before we start?
No. Was there something I had to say?
No, I keep throwing this at you and you go, oh, do something.
You're scared, aren't you? You're worried if I'm going to throw something at you.
No.
Andrew, you can relax.
That camera's a bit low on you, isn't it? Let's just put that camera up so we can have you a minute. Hang on a second. Let's lift Louise up a bit, shall we? That's better. So her head's not tucked in the top of her head. Good. Episode 5. It was the semi-finals. Not quite sure where that's come from. It was the semi-finals last night. Really good to see everybody there. And the quality of work is getting really, really good. I must admit, we did enjoy it. Anything we need to have a look at in the chat before we start?
Yes, Christine wants to know what you used your insulating tape for.
Fastening my wires on that camera up there to the extension so it wouldn't dangle down. Simple as that.
Penny, that was an evil laugh. Me? An evil plan? Surely not.
Louise would never do a thing like that.
Of course not.
Right, we're going to talk about it. Do you have it on the computer?
I have indeed.
So we're going to talk about All That Glitters episode 5, the semi-finals. Things are really hotting up. The quality of the work is getting really good. Obviously, they're still being pushed for time. I thought some of the challenges, 5 hours yesterday for what they had to do, really pushing them to their limits now, I think. Are you ready, Mindy?
Louise looks like the executive. Thank you, Susan.
Look at that.
Jane said, I hope you had a lovely birthday. Oh, I did. Thank you. Yes, that was the other
That
news.
was your
It was my
birthday.
birthday. It was my birthday on Monday.
Yes.
Which was a funny birthday. Not funny, but a strange birthday because the shop was closed because of the funeral, the state funeral for the Queen. So we didn't really do anything or go anywhere. But it was nice to just be in the house doing nothing. It kind of forced you to be at home. We watched the funeral, but we weren't sad. We were reflective rather than sad.
Yes, and it was interesting. We were talking about all sorts of things, weren't we?
Yeah.
But it was good. It was a good day. Just sat on the sofa.
It sounds funny saying that, but yeah,
it was a good day. Just sat on the sofa.
Just appreciate everything.
You couldn't go out. You couldn't do shopping. You didn't want to go out, anything like that. So we enjoyed each other's company. You had sister around.
Yeah.
And it was really good. A few drinks. But yeah, it was lovely. As you say, very reflective.
Yes. Yeah, and just enjoying the really simple things. Yeah.
Me.
Anyway, yes. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it was fab. Okay. Do you want to see some photos?
Shall we have a look at some photographs?
Okay, cool, yes.
So we start off with...
It'll just be starting off whatever order they come in. I'm sorry, Andrew. God.
So the first challenge was asymmetrical earrings. You're going to take one out.
I was going to take one of my earrings out, yeah, to be cool.
Asymmetrical earrings. And they had to look very similar. They had to have the same... They had to be themed in one respect, didn't they? But completely different. This was Piers.
And I think this is hard, isn't it, to make a pair that are asymmetrical so that they don't look like you're just wearing odd earrings. That would be the challenge for me, I think.
Yeah, I think so, definitely. So... Piers, I thought it was very good. Do you know what I didn't know where he was going to go with this. When I saw him putting the two pieces of gold together, I wasn't quite sure where he was going to go with it. And the stone was Versailles? What was it, Louise? It was a really, really soft stone.
I think he had the softest stone.
I think he did really well.
Did they pick or were they given?
No,
I think they were given, weren't they?
And I think it was very interesting. Did they give perhaps the more experienced goldsmith the harder stones?
Well, they should have all had the same, shouldn't they, really?
Yeah.
Because I went straight on Sally Spencer's feed this morning to see what she said about the stones, because that's what I always do. Yeah, and she mentioned it's not just about hardness, it's about toughness and durability as well.
I still can't get my head around it, but don't.
I'll tell you later, we'll go through it again. Yeah. If I cut a plate with a knife and fork...
No, please, no, you'd be bloody lucky.
Does it break? Does it break in half?
No, it doesn't.
No, because it's hard.
It's hard.
Yeah. If I threw the plate on the floor,
yes,
what happens to it?
It would smash.
Because it's not tough.
Right. I'm sure there must be a simpler way.
Hardness is a surface property.
Hardness on the surface. Toughness is
a
the
body property. So it's resistance to fracture, cleavage, breaking. That's all you got. That's the okay. Anyway, yeah.
All right, let's get back to this. Let's get back to the so I was really impressed with this. The quality of it was really good. I loved the little pavé work. I loved the little bit of mill grain edge you put on the one corner. I loved it. I really did like this.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Really well balanced.
Indeed, yes, I would have perhaps. They said it was very, very flat, and perhaps it would have been nice to have perhaps shaped that V section a little bit to give it a bit more three-dimensional effect, but then Piers would have had a problem trying to set the stones in.
And there was sometimes with this sort of setting with like a marquee shape stone, you get those little pinchy
bits on the end,
and there was none of that.
No, he did well. He knew,
really lovely.
He knew how to set it, so I really did love that. Yeah, so that's very good. Someone's saying, are they told the challenges before the day? I don't know. I think it is common knowledge now, isn't it, that they do have time to prepare.
I don't know.
Because if you watched David's Instagram, they all know, because David will say what he would have made next week if he'd stayed in. So they do know beforehand. They do have planned the projects beforehand, yes.
The puppeteer's got a comment that might help you. Think of it, a diamond isn't going to scratch, right? Because it's hard, so it doesn't scratch. But if you hit it with a hammer, it will break.
Yes.
Well, yeah, if you pulverise it, yeah. So you've got a mental block with this, haven't you? I'm going to send you to Kerry Gregory.
I've had a mental block for years on this. I just can't understand. I can't. I must be slightly dyslexic or something like that. I must have. Grace must follow me with the dyslexia.
I'm gonna sit you down. I'm gonna send you to Sally Spencer, boy.
Right. Let's have the next one.
Right. Okay.
That was Pierce. Loved it.
I think I've got another Pierce. Yeah, the stud, which is equally beautiful. Good. Yeah.
Yeah. A bit plain. I think they mentioned that was a bit plain, but it's asymmetrical.
But but it's
a connection.
It's a pair. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
So I don't really know.
Yeah.
Rather than. Yeah, I thought it was really well balanced.
Very
well balanced.
Yes, David and Emma have a podcast, a weekly podcast, don't they? So
yeah.
You can click on Apple Podcast or Spotify Podcasts. They have a bit of a chat, and they're having a chat about the show each week at the moment, aren't they?
Yes, and I've seen it on Emma's and David's social media platforms, and Emma is the jewellery makers, isn't she?
Yes.
Yes, and it's Little Gems on Jewellery and Life.
Something like that.
Is what it's called, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is, yes.
Yes.
But they have it is interesting. It lasts about half an hour, but really good.
Yeah, it's fab, yeah, really, really good.
I'm just quickly trying to find it on here, but I can't. Okay, next.
David's multi-way earrings.
Now, I thought this was really cool, a really cool way of sort of like interchangeability and changing things round for evening wear, everyday wear. I loved
the adaptability was so clever.
When he was drilling his labradorite, I thought, oh my gosh, what is going to happen?
Yeah, we were like...
holding our breath. Remember, we did it well. He mounted it within a little bit of thermolock, put it under the water, diamond tip drill.
Have you ever seen labradorite like that without a setting or...
Yeah.
You have, have you? Because I haven't, and I just thought the light...
in the cupboard behind there.
Oh, have you? You didn't drill it though, did you?
No.
Oh. Just putting that out there.
I've never drilled a stone in my life. Perhaps someone can show me how.
Maybe. Yeah, I know. I thought all the light got all around it and everywhere.
It was lovely.
Really like it, yeah.
Any pictures of David's?
Yes, it was a bit difficult to get a good photo. Oh, he's gorgeous, isn't he? Lovely Sean. Yeah, so that's, and the other one, that's, yes, so it kind of echoed. Yeah. And again, just perfectly balanced. And even though they mismatched, they were still a pair.
Yeah,
clearly
absolutely.
A pair.
Really good. I love the interchangeability. And yeah, I think he should have had a bit more credit for. They think Sean said they were a bit plain, but interchangeability. No one ever came up with that before.
No, really clever.
Really good drilling the stone. I think he should have got higher than what he did for that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
just for technical ability and having the balls to do it.
He didn't look stressed out or, oh God, is this going to work? He was just like, I'm going to drill the stone. Yeah. Cool as a cucumber. Fabulous. Love it.
He was amazing.
Okay, let's go on to Emma's autobiographical earrings. And again, just more jewellery from the heart, wasn't it? From Emma. Gorgeous.
Yeah, really good. Again, very good.
The meaning behind everything.
Yeah, and there was a reason behind it. There's never just, I make it because I just want to make it. It's actually some planning behind that.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
The story.
Good. I think it was picked up that the face could have been made a little bit more defined. I think Dinny Hall said the face could have been a bit more defined to show it was a face, perhaps. But it's abstract.
Yeah.
Isn't it? It's not sculpture or anything like that. But it's really good. Loved the cloud, and I loved the little sparks or little lines coming off that as well. Yeah, really good. And again,
beautiful.
Setting it as well. Use the hammer hand piece and that. Really good. I loved it. I loved it as well.
I love lapis as well. It's lush.
That's a good colour.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
Fab.
Next one.
Jack's pirate earrings.
These. Do you know what? I was in two minds with these. I thought really cool idea. I love the partial bezel as well.
I didn't see that till when I rewatched it today. And I noticed there was a partial bezel. I think I must have been making a cup of coffee or something. But yeah, I only noticed that this morning.
Yeah, really good. I wasn't too sure on all the angles that he had on the back of that earring to get that through the ear. I thought the angles were a little bit on the sharpish side, but...
Where are you looking?
Behind the earring. Do you have one behind the earring?
I don't have, no.
If you look behind the earring, it comes out and it comes down and it comes around to make a little hook for the bottom part to hook onto. I thought that bit, but brilliant, good on him.
Completely original.
I love it, absolutely. And this is the thing with Jack. I think Jack has come up with some amazing designs that he's really challenged himself, but also challenged the design as well.
Very thoughtful designs.
Yeah, I love the claws on the stones as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, very, very good. I love that as well.
But these, obviously there's no back, so the light gets through the back of the stone.
Yes.
But does much light come up through the bottom of the stone as well? Or I suppose you wouldn't know unless you tried putting it in a complete bezel, would you? But yeah, it's, I mean, it must do, mustn't it? Yeah. Because that's a good 1/3. That, yeah, it's really lovely. It looks suspended. That's why I love it. It's gorgeous.
They're very good. And he made all the links as well by hand, cleaned it all up. Brilliant. Yeah, absolutely fabulous. I think I had like 5 hours to do this challenge.
Wow.
So that was really good.
That's a long time to keep your concentration, because if you were doing something in your workshop or at home, you'd go and have a break and you'd come back and you'd... But just to be solidly having your head down like that for that limit, oh my God, I can't imagine.
It's a long time.
Yeah. Your eyes go square.
Too, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that's the earrings.
It was on. Yes.
Yeah.
So I loved it. I loved them all. I thought they were all really good. What were they? What? I didn't know this. I don't know whether Sean made it up. He said pirates have one earring, and that earring is to pay for their funeral.
I think I've heard that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd never heard that.
Because it didn't sound. It sounded. I don't know. Unless.
Yeah. So is that true? A pirate.
I don't know. I could Google it, but then that doesn't make it so.
Because I looked in the toilet earlier on today, and I looked
in the toilet.
Yeah, I looked at Johnny Depp.
Oh, this is going to sound weird now.
we've got Johnny Depp in our toilet, in the shower actually. We have Johnny Depp in the shower in this place, and he is obviously...
The shower's not used.
No, it's Jack Sparrow from obviously Pirates of the Caribbean, and I was looking at his jewellery on this big 6 foot tall...
You shouldn't say you were in the shower with Johnny Depp, Andrew. Get the wrong idea about you.
And he doesn't have a nice big single earring. He's got like lovely dropper earrings, like beaded ones coming down. And I thought, obviously, he's going to have a very cheap funeral.
Yeah, but he's a TV pirate,
he's going to have a very
he?
cheap funeral, isn't he? They're not going to spend much on him when he dies. But anyway, so I love that. I did absolutely love that. Jack specifically said he was making men's earrings. Yeah.
It's a cardboard cutout. Yeah. Did you mention it was a cardboard cutout?
No.
Yeah. It was in our window, wasn't it? It was in a shop window, not the window of our house. It wasn't mine, but I don't think Andrew would have that. But yeah, it was a prop.
They were buried at sea.
Anyway,
yeah, I don't know.
Johnny Depp.
Vikings used to break off pieces of their silver cuffs and bangles as currency. Wow.
Oh wow.
So that was interesting. But I loved it. I loved the earrings. I don't know what I would have done. This is the thing. I'm, as Sean said to Piers, he's a fine jeweller, classically trained. Perhaps he has been, and by doing repairs and being a jobber, you repair what comes in, and the majority of the pieces that come in are normal, classic, fine jewellery. I've never had the chance to experiment or to play, I think, like the others have. So I think that's where Piers is slightly disadvantaged in one respect, that he finds it hard to let his imagination go into other things and want to make things in pairs, and this is what I've always been done: clean, straight lines, highly polished surfaces, but to make things that are slightly rough, uneven, unusual settings, I think it really, for me, would be hard as well. So I can sympathise with Piers with that. But all good. I didn't think that... This is the thing, isn't it? You don't know where they were going with them. But no, I did love it. Very good. Any comments, Lou?
For this thing, they definitely wore most of their jewels as that was their main personal wealth and the safest way to keep it on a ship.
I suppose it was, yeah.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. But no, I loved that challenge as well.
Yes, excellent.
So we should crack on with the next challenge.
Okay, so the next challenge was cufflinks, asymmetric.
Again.
Cufflinks, yeah.
To make something for Enoch, who was a warden,
Yes.
street warden, looking after the people in the Golden Mile, Broad Street. And yeah, so very good. They had a bit of the story behind it about what he liked and everything. And it was really interesting to see how they both picked up on the same things. If you go through the slides, we have a look.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. So this was Emma's?
Jack's.
I can't even see, sorry.
Jack's masks and mountains cufflinks.
Yes, so they were very good. I thought there was a stone missing. When I saw that, I thought, stone's fallen out. But it wasn't. That's the sun, yeah? Or the, yeah. So I'm not quite sure. Yep, I thought that was, but no, very good indeed. I loved it. Again, slightly asymmetrical surround on the, do we have a picture of the masks? Yeah, as well. I think they're lovely as well. Perhaps that would get caught.
This reminded me of the pattern of the spinner ring.
Was it?
It was a similar sort of cutout.
Oh yes, it was. Yes,
yeah,
very good. I did love that as well. Where that looked, I thought these were really good. I think again, very good. I can't see. Are they stone set in the bottom?
Yes. Yeah, here and here.
How were they set? There's flush set and they flush set. I can't see.
Like star set.
Star set.
Am I saying it right?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and I think when you look at these in large, you think, ooh. Look, I can't see. Thanks, Lynn. You look at these and you think, oh yeah, some of the engraving is a bit, looks a bit off, but when you actually consider how small they are,
they're about 1.5 centimetres.
Yeah, they are tiny. I think you did a fantastic job. Yeah, I think
a bit smaller now.
When they enlarge things on the television, you can really see every little.
Well, it's like when you
detail.
put something in the light box, isn't it? You look at it, and sometimes you go off and polish it again, and you've got to take another picture, and you put it back in the light box, and then you have to go and polish it again, and it's just the magnification and the light, isn't it? And yeah.
But I loved them. I thought they were very good.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very good. And that was the mountain range. Jack does like doing his punches, putting the texture and the details onto it.
I've just noticed the...
What have you noticed?
That and that, they echo each other, don't they? Yeah,
yes.
Clever.
But I love them. Yeah, again, Jack did really, really well with that. Love that.
The photos don't really do it justice because I couldn't get a picture of them side by side, so they look better next to each other, don't they?
Yes.
Even better, I should say.
Yes. But no, again, loved it. I loved the ideas, the designs. I like that because two separate things. You got one lot is the theatre, and then the other lot is the mountain range. So I like the two separate ideas, but they're still
brought together as a pair.
Yeah,
lovely.
Yeah, loved it. Yes.
Okay.
Moving on next.
David's film reel and ski cufflinks.
I love these.
And me.
I really thought again. Set in stone. When David said he's going to set the stones into the film canister, I thought he's going to set stones in all those holes, but he didn't. But he set it in the centre. But I thought it was really good. I loved it.
It's fab, isn't it?
I loved
Look at
it
the setting.
well.
Gorgeous.
And there's like a little spool on the inside of gold that reflects the film. Really good.
Really clever.
Even though nowadays they don't have film like that, it's all done digitally now, isn't it?
Yeah, but was it on the mood board though?
Most probably it was, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, What was it? How can you try to say? But yeah, very good. I like the gold ski, the silver ski. I think Dinny picked up the fittings were a bit sloppy, were a bit loose. But when she was flicking it and talking with it, they weren't spinning. They were actually
holding.
Yeah. So I didn't quite understand what Dinny was talking about when it came to that. Don't know. But loved it. Loved the film canister.
Gorgeous.
Idea. Very good.
Okay, and we've got Emma's.
Oh wow, this was really good. I loved the stone in place casting. Thought that was really good.
Is that a risky cast? A risky way to set a stone?
It is, yes. Polly Wales does very well in America. Some amazing things. I think most of hers are stones in place casting. You can have, this is the thing, a lot of the mass-produced diamond rings now, the stones are set in the waxes. They are then cast in place that way.
So you'd need like a diamond, obviously, because they were using diamond.
Yes. Did David do it as
I
well?
don't have any diamonds. to hand.
I think David's... yeah. Should we have a look on the next one?
Okay. Come back to that then.
Come back to that. But yeah, that was done with Delft clay. I've done a bit of Delft clay casting with stones in place as well.
So you know all about casting with stones in place then, do you?
Casting, yes.
David, what's this?
David did it as well. I just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah.
Yes. What have you got? Oh, God, here we go again. What have we got?
Well, what else could you cast directly into metal?
I think they were diamonds.
Diamonds, well,
diamonds.
like I say, I haven't got any diamonds. Oh, look, a bag of corundum just sat here randomly. They're mainly rubies, look like rubies.
I wonder why you're going through the stone drawer today. Oh. So,
yeah, and a couple of safs. There you go. Knock yourself out.
I tell you what, I won't be doing casting. But David, I was leading on to, David did something very similar where he had the molten gold pushing down into that. So that's very similar as well.
Can you show us that then?
Yeah, I can't I don't have my Delft clay. I don't have time to do Delft clay casting.
Oh.
But we can do David's if you want to, as you've just thrown.
Oh, do you want to? Do you want to see? Let's do. Should we? Because we're in the middle of showing Emma's gorgeous cufflinks. So let's do that first, and then I'll give you a minute to collect yourself.
I will compose myself.
And yeah, you can pick a stone. Or perhaps I could pick the stone. No, you can pick the stone.
Go on. Go on. Let's go on to you.
Here we go. So yeah, and the yes.
I did like that. I did love it. I loved like the mountain range and
Victoria. Yes, we're still live.
Yes, we're still here.
Puppeteer saying diamonds, rubies, and sapphire. Spinel too. Oh yeah, okay, cool. I've got some spinel too, actually.
Let's just use.
Okay.
Anyway, that we got in front of
let's just go back to Emma's cufflinks.
Go on. Yes, Emma's cufflinks. I'm just quickly browsing through my.
And the other one.
What was the other one? And I thought I love this as well. This is really unusual with the stars for the diamonds and like the golden mile. That's why she put the gold on the bottom half as well.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Clever.
Yeah. Very good.
Clever and personal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so like her, isn't it? To
again, thinks of everything. Thinks from the heart. Really, really good.
Yeah, fabulous.
But loved it. Really, really good.
Okay, so we've got Pierce's gold film and theatre cufflinks.
These were good.
Yeah.
I love these as well. Can you zoom in on the masks? We can't quite see the masks.
Ooh.
Now this is what I was saying about you can blow these up, can't you? And you can really be so critical of this. I thought the cutting out of the masks was a bit weak with this. I thought that could have been done a little bit better. The mouth of the left-hand mask was a bit rough and the right-hand one. Sean did say, can't fault them. I disagree because I think that should have been picked up was the masks could have been better. But saying that, I loved the film reel. I thought to have the gold strip coming out of it, the stones set into the gold strip, I thought it was an absolutely fabulous idea. I love that, and that would make a gorgeous pair of earrings or cufflinks purely on their own. And I think the two cufflinks match, but craftsmanship they don't match. I thought that the one on the left is far superior than the one on the right. Perhaps he rushed those masks, perhaps. But yeah, I love the film.
But then it's like you say, they're tiny.
Yes, they are.
You have to acknowledge that.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they are minuscule. So yeah, a good job with that. But I think the piercing on Piers could have been better.
I thought the design was gorgeous and they were really lovely. Yeah.
They are lovely. Yeah. I'm just being a bit critical on that. But yeah, carry on. I'm
gorgeous.
Just looking for some scrap.
That's all I got. So over to you, Andrew. Let's see what you can do.
No, you haven't got David's.
Yeah, we did David's.
Did we? What were David's? David's cufflinks. Oh no, hang on. What did David do?
The film Reel and Ski.
David did the earrings. He did
the earrings.
That's what I was trying to go back to.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So I know I did see David having a problem trying to get his diamond to stay in the ball of gold. And this is the problem you've got. If you try and put anything into gold, the metal is dense, so it'll try and push anything you put into it outwards. So you see a lot of people trying to do things like ashes jewellery, sprinkling ashes into molten metal. The metal will not take on the ashes. The metal will push it away. And this is what was happening with David's earrings. The diamond was underneath, the metal was on top. The metal is more dense than the stone, so the metal is going to be pushing the stone away. If the metal can't push the stone away, the metal will come
is that why it
up. Yes.
Kept coming up the side?
That's right, because what you need to do is push the metal down. And I can draw this for you, okay? So you've got like your charcoal block, okay? You've got your diamonds on the bottom of the charcoal block like that, upside down. Yeah, you put your molten gold in it, and what's going to happen is the gold is trying to push this outwards, but it won't. So the gold will move upwards. So the gold will basically balance on top. If you have a lot of metal, it'll push down and it may come down, but there wasn't enough gold in this case. So the metal is bobbling back on top of the stone. The stone may have been just stuck in place by perhaps some oxides or a little bit of flux, something like that. But what David needed to do was to push the metal downwards. And as if he pushes the metal downwards, the metal would be pushed down like that, down into the hole.
But won't the diamond fight to get out the side?
It can't go anywhere because the diamond, looking down on top, there's your diamond, yeah, and the gold is all around it. So the diamond can't move out because it's held in one respect by the pressure of the metal. So that would be the best thing to have done. Then I did see David have his earring post as well at the same time. A lot of technical things to think about, but what I would have done, and this is what I'll do now for you, hopefully it'll work, is push the metal down so it encapsulates, it comes around the girdle of the stone, then you've got a flat back, then you solder the post on afterwards. We shall try. Shall we try?
You've got everything you need.
I got a charcoal block here. All right, so let's have a go, shall we? I got, oh my goodness me. Let's take all the stones out. Let's have a look. So I've got, what are these, man?
How do you push
These
molten metal?
With
some on my desk.
pair of tweezers. Back of a tweezers, a punch, back of the head of a nail, something like that is going to be able to push the molten metal down. Now if I can just enlarge one of these grooves I got in here. All right. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. As this overhead camera's working now, I should be able to zoom in on this. Okay, so this...
If you've got remnants of charcoal in that little hole, is it going to make your ball of metal all speckly?
It shouldn't do, because again, the gold likes to push things out. Yeah, yeah. So that's a little hole we've got here. I'm going to get one of these little rubies, and I'm going to put that ruby in the bottom of the hole. Let's make that hole a little bit flatter for that. And I'm going to melt. I'm going to see. This is because I've done this a little project on At the Bench where I've pushed the stone in on the top of the molten metal, and the stone likes to be pushed up. So you've got to push the stone down. So with this, I've got my little stone in here. Can we get a close up on that as well from this camera? Let's have a look. How close can we get in with this? Okay, so you can't really see it on that camera, so let's go on the overhead. So I've got some little bits of silver. What I'm going to do is try this. I'm going to put my little bit of silver on top of my stone. Really, this is not necessarily a very good idea. Let's see if we can do this, shall we? So, a little bit of flux. You do this to me every week. You're going to have to watch out for this.
Oh, whatever will I find for you next week?
So let's have a look. So I'm melting the silver on top of that ruby, and you can see the silver is staying on top of the ruby because the silver is trying to push that ruby out, and it can't. Let's add a bit more silver again. I'm most probably going to ruin this ruby due to the heat, okay? So I'm not really worried at the moment. I am going to get, let's have a look, let's try and do this. So that's what we got. We got the molten metal on top of the ruby. Let's see if this works. Nice and molten. Come along and push that metal down. And we'll just see how this is going to go. If you turn that over, do you know what I like about rubies, and perhaps somebody can answer me this? When you heat a ruby, it turns green. Can you see that? That is green. That ruby is lovely and green. I think it's melted. No. So if you can look, there we go. This by here is a ruby. It has turned green.
Will it come back to red?
It does, and that's what I love about ruby. I don't know why. Perhaps Sally can enlighten me on this. But yeah, when you heat a ruby, it turns green, and as it cools down, it turns back red again. Why? Perhaps Susan can answer that question. Yeah. So as you can see, it is slowly coming back.
Perhaps it's something to do with treatment?
Maybe. You can just see a bit of red coming back. And I'm not quite sure how close I can go with this camera, keeping it all. You can see how it's turning red now.
Does it come back to exactly the same colour as it was before?
Yeah, it should do, yeah. So exactly, you can't really see. If I again, Louise, if I'd known you were going to do this, I would have.
I'm sorry. You should know by now.
I know. Up. Is it going to
so
focus?
Is that going to be secure in there now? Because
yes. So exactly
how do you know how far to go?
You just got to push it all the way down.
All the way down, as far as you can push it. Yeah,
because you push it down, so the metal then hits the bottom. The metal then will, because the metal is always wanting to push that stone out. So the stone, in theory, should stay, and the metal gets pushed downwards, and the metal won't cover the stone because it's trying to push the stone out. Because
the stone's trying to go
downwards, and it can't. But the metal will come down, and the metal will come then as far as where it can, but it'll always come back like this way.
So will the table will retain surface contact with the
charcoal,
and that's why you have to have it slightly flat on the bottom. Okay.
Yeah. And what will happen is the metal will come down, it'll get pushed against the surface, and it's going, really, I don't want to encapsulate this gemstone.
Yes, Susan is saying the orbitals of the electrons change.
Wow. Very good.
That's cool.
And if you can see now, if I bring this close up to you now, you can see that little ruby now is red.
Victoria wants to know, can you do this with CZ?
You should be able to do it with heat proof CZs, like the CZs you would put in metal clay. I would have thought you could do it.
Okay.
Yes, because in theory, the metal, the silver, is molten in contact with the stones. So yeah, I would have thought you could try and do this. But what?
We've ruined CZs, haven't we, with heat?
All the time.
I think they look quite attractive when they're all kind of crackly and iridescent.
They do look good. But yeah, again with this now, I can pick this up my finger now, can I? Yeah. So that now, it's a bit off centre, but there is the stone. It's a bit of black from the carbon from the charcoal black around it, but if I throw that over.
Oh yay, Victoria's gonna have a try. Cool.
Yeah, it really.
Because you can practice the technique with a stone like that, and if the stone stays in one piece, then great. But if it goes funny colour or whatever, but at least you can practice getting the stone. Is that hot now? Is it going to burn?
No. But the stone is deeper. It's not just.
Get my loop out.
There's a bit of what's that stuff called? Charcoal onto it.
Yeah, not bad.
No, but very, very quick. Come on, no preparation, no nothing, but a scrap silver.
I'm joking. It's very good.
Thank you. It's very good.
Excellent. In
fact. But it is. You can see it's not a brilliant example, but if you sort of make a flat in the bottom where your stone then will sit like that, and then have this come around here, melt it on the top, and it will come round, and it will go over the girdle of the stone.
So as long as it goes over the, sorry to interrupt you, over the girdle, then you're all right. You're home and dry.
Yeah.
But if it's on the girdle, obviously below the girdle's not secure. Yeah. If it's on the girdle,
so
are you all right?
So try and get a stone that's quite deep. Don't go for a stone that's quite shallow, because again, if you go for a stone that is really, really shallow, there's not going to be enough distance down here for the metal to grab onto the stone. So a deep stone is going to have a bit of distance between the girdle and the table for the metal to come around to hold into place. And I think if David had only just pushed the metal down, I was willing him, because I knew what was happening. He said, "Oh, it's not working. The stone's not. It's up here." I'm thinking, just push it down, David. Just push it.
To be a little bit bolder with it then, maybe, or just
push it down.
Show it who's boss.
Yes, and it would have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
easy to say when you're not under the pressure and the.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but no, very, very good. Loved it all. Really good. I really can't wait. This is the thing. You don't want anyone to go out, do you?
No, that's it.
It's just, and do you know what? As I think David said, and everyone said, he's only been doing this for 2 years.
I was just about to say, his setting is just impeccable. His designs are amazing.
He has studied for a master's in sustainable design, something like that.
But his technical skills as well.
Yeah.
As you say, it's just...
Yeah. But this is the thing.
I can't wait to see what he does next.
You build up your skills through years of experience and years of playing, working out what happens. And I think he did an amazing job for somebody who's only been doing this for 2 years. And I'm sure it's not 2 years full slog. I'm sure it's not every day he's doing this. But I think he's doing absolutely fantastically. And his social medias, and in fact, he is going to be showing his work in Anne Morgan's gallery in Penarth.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and have a look at that.
Yeah, his designs are just bold, fabulous, and brave, and I love them. I think he's an absolute star. Yeah.
Great personality, and I think his stained glass designs come through with the jewellery as well.
Yeah.
Using the apertures and the stones as the colours as well.
Yeah.
Really, really good. I love
that
it.
background really comes through, and the fact that he loves it so much as well shows through as well, I think.
Yes. So I absolutely love it. Very good. And it's the thing, I don't want there to be a winner. I want them all to be equal. But I know it's a competition. I know somebody has to win. But
yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Penny sent me a photo. Thank you. Can I show it, Penny? Let me know, please, because it's lush. I'd love to show it.
Yes, Gillian says, I love Piers' face when he didn't win. He cannot hide his disappointment.
I do think sometimes, though, it's all in the editing, and sometimes, because I've got a friend, right, whose auntie went on Come Dine With Me.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right?
You never said this before.
This was years ago. Okay. But apparently, the editing, they were showing reactions to things when that wasn't the reaction that they did. So, like, if somebody went like that, then they'd show that
when it was
they weren't reacting to that.
For effect.
Yes. So that's why I just always think...
You know the way I am with you. Sometimes I'll look at you and you go, why are you looking at me like that for? And I go, no, I wasn't. No, it wasn't that. But even the slightest... They got cameras on them all the time. They're capturing the footage. They must look through all the footage and go, oh, we'll have that bit, we'll have that. But, oh, he looked a bit naughty then, we'll have that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I went Irish then, but well, he went a bit naughty then, didn't he? No, but I think they must mark all these and go...
Drama editing, yes, Susan, I definitely think... Well, yes, but it is a competition and it doesn't hurt to be competitive because that's what you're in it for. Yeah. You sign up for a competition and you're in a competition.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think...
To take with the rough with the smooth.
Yeah, but they make it look a bit cartoony sometimes with the... You know, not that he does that, but it's... Yeah.
But as you say, it's all to do with the editing, and everyone who we've spoken to said, yeah, it's a great show. I can't remember that actually happening, so it all must be done with the editing. But it's done for effect, and it is not an actual factual how-to programme. It is a...
Competition?
Competition. Yes. Oh, David went to school with me. Did he, Susan?
Wow.
Wow. Nice one. Yeah.
But
yeah, they all should win. I think so, Penny. I think they're all due. I think from the semi-finals onwards.
Oh, I think. Oh, they're joking.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so
Penny made a pendant using the technique that you demonstrated.
Yes.
Have a look. Not yet. Wait.
We shall see.
I didn't want to disclose any email addresses or anything on here.
Ready?
Ready.
Yes. Absolutely perfect.
How lush.
Yes. And it's very similar to the ones that I was showing at the bench. Just pushing. You could also David could also have it the other way around and had the stone on top. But the problem is then the metal tries to push the stone left and right. So it's hard to get the stone exactly in the middle. So yeah, you could have pushed it down this way, but that way was safer for him to do. Let's have another look.
Gorgeous. Yeah. That's not going anywhere, is it?
No, that's absolutely perfect, isn't it?
Yeah. Well done, Penny. That's beautiful.
Very good. Well done, Penny.
Gorgeous. Thank you.
Love it to bits. Good. So, should we leave it there?
Yeah. Louise is saying, what is the big wooden wheel that a couple of them use?
Drawbench. It's like a drawbench, like the old-fashioned drawbenches where they have like the big crank, those splines. But yeah, they were drawing down the wire. I know they've got like a Durston chain drawbench. But that is another drawbench that they're turning, and they're turning the wheel. It's a big wheel because of the resistance from trying to get the wire through the draw plate. But that is a drawbench. Yes. Excellent. So we loved it, and we got the finals next week. It's going to be brilliant next week. We're going to have to turn phones off, concentrate on the television, and just aren't we? Stay awake for that one, aren't we?
Stay awake.
I'm really joking. No, they've been really good. As I said, the people who we thought were going to go out at the beginning before we started, it hasn't turned out that way at all. But no, very good. I think that with Piers, his skill is showing through because of his ability to repair. He has a really good understanding on construction, how things work, setting and that sort of thing. But as you have seen, Jack's innovative designs are actually better than Piers's in that respect.
Because he started making jewellery young as well, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Very different design-wise, but yeah.
But yeah, so they each have their own individual skills, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, Piers with his crafts, his skill in technique, but Jack's got the edge over him with his innovative ideas and bold ideas, whereas
but
he's
it
got
depends
that.
what you like, though, doesn't it? Because it's like
my gosh,
they said
yes.
last night, and Piers said, I'd like to think I'm traditional with a modern twist.
Yes.
And I think that is absolutely right. I think that's
perfect,
exactly what he is, which I really like, because that's my style, isn't it? I don't like anything...
And that's how I would be.
Yeah, yeah.
But then coming into it because...
But then I like really wild, like the brutalist, different things as well. I like everything. That's my trouble. I got to have everything.
Jack has come into this in a different way. Like everybody else, when it comes to jewellery, we all come into this in a different way. We all come into it through university, through just playing around, through family and all that sort of thing. So they all come in, they all end up making jewellery, but all from different avenues. And along those avenues, you gain skills and techniques. So Piers has got all those techniques. Jack's come into it in a different way, so he's got all this different approach to design.
But no one is better than the other in terms of, I don't think. I think it just comes down to your own, as you say, individual style and your own individual...
Yes.
What do they call it? Your signature or your handwriting.
They haven't mentioned that at all.
They focused on it a lot last year, didn't they?
Oh yeah, it was all the time last year.
If you're selling your jewellery, because people say about sales, don't they? And how do you stand out? Well, I suppose you stand out by finding people who are going to buy your jewellery.
Yes. And perhaps adapting to what they want. But then Sunny's got a particular style that everyone loves. But no one has mentioned signature style. But as the series has progressed, you can actually see, you can see Emma's signature, you can see Piers's signature, you can see Jack's signature, you can see David's signature. They all have a signature, even though they haven't mentioned it.
Yeah, they didn't focus on it as much. Do you know what I loved last night when Emma said, what she's got out of the competition. And I think she said that she hasn't had the opportunity to be as creative as she's been since she was in college. It's really given her a new lease of life design-wise, isn't it? And inspired her, which is absolutely amazing.
Yes. And that's the problem that you have. If you make jewellery for people, for commissions, even though you have that bit of a free rein, but it's only a free rein when it comes to that customer.
Yeah.
So to be
I
able
love that she made the earrings for herself as well. Angie acted as well. I know, but I just thought that was lush.
It was good. But I loved it. I loved it all. Okay. Yes. Yeah, only 59. Just give us a thumbs up, guys. Likes before the blackout were deleted.
Oh, yes.
Do apologise. So everyone do the black. Yeah. David does live near me and he has had liked a couple of my pieces on Facebook.
Oh,
I'm so excited when he said
He's a
in the
lovely
podcast
man.
that he had deleted a lot of friend requests.
Mm.
Okay. So, should we go, Louise?
I think so.
We're around next week.
We're here Monday.
Monday for the Q&A.
Q&A. We need to think about a workshop. That was supposed to be Monday, but that's going to probably be the week after. Let me check.
Louise is going to check her diary.
Let's check.
For this.
Check.
But
that's going to be. Think. We need to set a date.
I do have the idea. We know what we're going to do for the workshop.
Do we?
Yeah. I can't. Let me click back onto the laptop a minute.
Oh no!
You won't. Anyway, don't worry about that. Louise, can we do it for week Monday?
Yeah.
Good. Excellent. All right.
You have to tell me what we're doing.
So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing Monday. We're going to be doing the Q&A, and next week Monday we're going to be doing the spinner ring. So should we go now?
Yes.
All right, everyone, do give this a like, please. Love it. Do you know what, Susan? We don't have time for a 12-hour. It's just one of those things. It's just so busy here in the shop at the moment. It's just absolutely crazy business.
It is busy.
So we will see you all on Monday for the next Q&A. I do have some questions already, don't I, that was sent in.
Yeah.
So I have some questions, and everyone, you're more than welcome. Thanks for the demo. That's all right. I don't know what Louise is going to throw at me next week, but we'll just have to see what techniques they're going to do next week. It is up in the air, isn't it?
I'll have to have a little thing.
David, you're more than welcome, David. They're in the post. They went out tonight. First class to you.
Good.
We're going to go.
Susan's been making glow-in-the-dark gems.
That's unusual.
I love it. Can we do them?
I don't know how to do them. You want to do them? You can do them.
Okay.
Get Susan to teach you.
Great. I will.
All right, everyone, take care. We will see you all Monday for the next Q&A, and then this time next week for another final.
I'm so sad it's going to be the last one.
All the Glitters Day After Party.
Oh.
Shame. Happy weekend, everybody. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you here on Monday for the next Q&A. Louise?
Yeah.
Say goodbye.
Can we get pizza? Now, I mean, not next week.
Yes, we're going to get pizza. Pizza and Prosecco, is it?
Yeah.
What a crazy combination.
What a life, eh?
Everyone, take care. Enjoy your weekend. We will see you Monday. Again, Louise, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Everyone, take care. See you. Bye.